And are you requesting that the court order Jessica, the mother, to pay child support?
It's just like how we talked about earlier, ma'am. I'm confused. I don't need her child support. She doesn't ever work. I would just be sentencing her to prison. I'd rather just do this on my own, even though I know that she has to pay the medical support so he can have Medicaid.
What's good, DMF? Now, statistically speaking, this is why single dads parent better. We don't lead with emotion, we lead with logic. And logically speaking, this dad understands that in the long run, it would really hurt the child to see the mother depressed, struggling, or homeless.
Okay, so you don't want any child support, correct?
I don't want nothing from her.
Okay, are you able to support the child on your own?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
And are you foregoing child support so as not to place a financial hardship on Jessica?
Yes, ma'am. I would never do that to her.
Unfortunately, they couldn't keep the nuclear family together, and this dad just doesn't want to cause any more childhood trauma. If the tables were turned, I wonder if the mother would go after the dad for child support, especially if the dad was facing the same predicament as his mother. Somehow, I think we already know the answer to that question.
Okay. And when's the last time that she's seen Corbin?
She came by in Dallas whenever I lived in Dallas, like a couple times, and she's seen him. Yep.
Okay, well, when was that?
2017.
Okay. So because of the lack of contact, are you requesting that the court enter a modified possession order that sort of has a stair-step visitation that starts out with supervised visitation?
Yes, ma'am. I would need to know that she's in her right mind and in the right place in life to be able to take off with my kid all the way across Texas.
Okay. And you understand that she would be responsible for picking him up from you and taking him back to you unless the two of you agree on something else. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am. I would hope so, because that would show that she's in a more responsible state in life.
Okay, but you don't have any objection, even though she has this prior drug history, to her eventually having him over a weekend?
As long as she can prove herself, everybody deserves a second chance.
Okay. Is there anything else you need to tell the court regarding any of these issues I have not asked you about?
No.
Your Honor, the state rests subject to closing argument.
Have anything else that you want to testify to before the state is so the state is rested? That means they have no further evidence or testimony. Do you have any further evidence, or do you also rest?
No, I rest.
Close. Okay. All right. I do find that there has been a material and substantial change since the prior order. That is, the child is now currently in the possession of Mr. William Joyce. I will remove conservator Jennifer Murphy, the aunt of the child. I will name Mr. Joyce the sole managing conservator of the child, with Jessica Joyce being the possessory conservator of the child. I will order a phased-in possession schedule as requested by Mr. Joyce, with the first visits being supervised by him and then graduating into a standard possession order. I will order Mr. Joyce to maintain health insurance through a government health insurance program, and order Ms. Joyce to pay current cash medical support of $25 per month beginning January 1st, 2024. I will order that the previous non-disclosures continue. I will order that no current child support be ordered due to hardship on Ms. Jessica Joyce. I will order court costs be assessed against Jessica Joyce to be paid 1 year from today's date. Does that address all of the issues, Ms. Jacob Ware?
I believe so, Your Honor.
All right.
Children from a single mother household end up not doing well in school, end up more on drugs, depression, jail, the whole thing. Whereas versus a dual parent household, typical nuclear family, the results are so much better. The anomaly in that is children raised by just a father turn out to be just as well as raised as in a traditional nuclear family. Absolutely. These are the kind of stats that you're referencing?
100%. Go away from that is that the man is a critical piece to the development of any child, whether it's a boy or girl.
Okay.
So whenever you remove that, it comes to your mind. It just make you think, like, is there an agenda behind this? Because we got all these societal norms, you got this pressure, you got consumerism that's causing women to want to be, city girl lifestyle, hot girl summer. What does that do to the nuclear family?
Yeah. How's anybody going to vote on reform? How is anybody going to go to the ballot box or even try to propose a bill to
But
change.
now you got a point. You got a point, Brian. You follow the money. Think about this. I got custody of my 16-year-old. I have not put my kid's mom on child support. When she had my child, I was always on child support.
Right.
You see, when a dad gets the child, we don't go and get, we don't, and I'm not saying some dads do, you know, some dads do
Right.
go and get child support, but from the
Right.
dads I spoke with, a lot of them, when they get the children, they just went out of the court system. They don't want nothing to do with it. And that's
Right.
that. And that's how I've been. And I know a lot of dads just like that, bro. So the money is not there for the court. So they got to keep the mom in the picture and working with her. So they get to collect the child support and being able to maximize on it. So it's a dirty
Exactly,
game.
brother.
It's a dirty game.